Welcome to Bruce Peninsula National Park, one of the most beautiful spots in Ontario.
We are currently on the Niagara Escarpment along the Bruce Trail, and this place is gorgeous.
Stunning.
While we're here, we're going to be checking out the campground. We're going to be checking out a place called Singing Sands, going to the visitor center, visiting Tobermory. We're going to be checking it all out. Stay with us for this adventure.
Bruce Peninsula National Park is on the Bruce Peninsula near the town of Tobermory on the shores of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay. Cypress Lake Campground has front country campsites, and Storm Haven and High Dump have hike-in backcountry sites. Well, we are on our way to Bruce Peninsula National Park on this beautiful Friday. It is, Friday, October the 18th, 2024.
It's the last trip of our season 6, and it looks like we're going to be ending it perfectly with a gorgeous sunny weekend. Temperatures, 14, 15 degrees in the sunshine.
Yep.
You can't ask for anything better than that. And going to Bruce Peninsula, that's one of our favorite places to go.
We've been going there since the 80s.
And we've never gone at this time of year, though. We always go in the summertime.
Usually, yeah.
So I think it's going to be great to see it when it isn't so packed. It's always packed.
It's always
over there.
crowded, touristy, so hopefully we can zip through everything. And
It's going to be a whirlwind of a trip.
yeah.
Join us. It's going to be fun.
Continue on Cypress Lake Road for 2 kilometers.
Hello. We have a reservation? Yep. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Into the park through the main gate, and then before you get to the camping registration office, the dump fill station is to the left-hand side. Now, the last time, this is our second video for Bruce Peninsula National Park. Last time we were here, the dump fill station was brand spanking new, and I had a lot of issue with the layout of it, the lack of signage, and I kind of feel bad about how much I harped on that in the video. And they did make some efforts to fix it immediately. So that was great. Good for you, Bruce Peninsula National Park. So we've come here now and we're having a look at it. Basically, the layout is still the same, but they've vastly improved the signage. The dump station part, they used to have 2 white hoses on there and no signage to say what they're for. Now they have a green hose on there and a sign to say it's non-potable water. So people know that's for cleaning out your sewage hose. And the fill station, they never had it signed at all. Didn't really know what was potable water. They now have it signed very well, telling you it's potable water. They have a hose on there and a RV water filter on the hose. So it's filtered water going into your trailer. Now, I don't know how long that filter's been on there, so we used our own filter anyway. And it is on the right-hand side. When you come in, most trailer fill tanks are on the left-hand side, but it's not a problem because there's a hose and we just bring it around. Now, in the same spot as the fill area, there is a boat wash station. So there's a spot to put your canoe or kayak, put it on the wooden rack, and then a pressure washer to clean it all off. And that's for ecological reasons. They don't want you transporting things from this lake to another lake, zebra mussels, things like that. They're trying to keep it clean. So the recommendation is before you leave, if you have a canoe or kayak, you take it off the roof or wherever you have it, you put it on this wooden rack and you give it a real good rinse inside and out. And it doesn't cost anything to do that. So that is awesome that they have that. They do still have a water spot. I really don't understand what it's for. The sign says it's non-potable water for filling trailer holding tanks. Still don't know what that is. I don't know why you'd put non-potable water in any holding tank in a trailer, but they've got one there. Last time I had a little bit of issue. The holes for the dump were flush with the concrete. So it's very difficult to get any spillage in there. Well, they did sink those in a tiny little bit, so it does help a little bit to put the spillage in the hole. The real fix to it would be to get rid of all that concrete and kind of redo it all, but I understand that's a very expensive thing, so they tried. I'm not a big fan of the manhole covers right next to the dump fill spots, because as you can see with this one, it's full of, well,
It's
what we'll
poopy.
say.
It's a poopy situation.
Well, that's Cheryl's way of saying it. I would have been a little more polite, and I would say it's covered in black water. And the issue is there's water or water-like substance covering that, so you need to stick your fingers into that, and that's why you always wear gloves for this job, but you need to stick your fingers into it to open that up. That's a little bit gross. Okay, Cheryl, we're going to play dump station roulette here, okay? Now, which spot do you put your dump hose in?
Well, this
And is there any difference?
this one looks easier, mind you. Look at that. That's a big hole. I could just squat over that one. But that one you gotta get gross. You gotta.
Yeah, open up that one, Cheryl. Just stick your fingers in there and open that one up.
It's okay. We might just use this one. But the other one doesn't have one of these, so I'm not too sure. And there's no sign to say which one to use. Okay, Ben, you do the short end of the stick. You
Yeah.
go ahead and,
So this is the one pad that only has one spot, but I'm not sure if this is in use. Let's open it up and have a look. No, there's no opening that one up.
Okay, so this one is off.
Yeah, let's go
limits.
look at this other one.
All right.
First of all, ew.
Put your fingers in that liquid.
Okay, we're gonna lift this.
Oh, there's something. Looks like an oil level.
I don't know.
The level of. Yeah,
I don't know what the dump spot is. We're gonna have to ask at the main gate.
there's no sign.
I don't
Let's
really
lift
get
this
it.
up again.
Huh?
This one looks much cleaner and easier to navigate. That looks like we would use that.
It looks way too big though.
Well,
I don't know.
there's rocks there to hold things down,
Yeah.
so we might just go with that.
Well, I think we're gonna ask.
We'll ask just to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other issue with the layout to this is when you're leaving the park and you have to dump, if you pull in the normal way right here, these dump tanks are on the wrong side of your trailer. So that means you have to come in from the other end, which means you have to do a sharper than 90-degree turn to get in here to dump. And then the same thing with leaving. You got to turn right to get out, which is a little sharper than 90 degrees.
At least the parking lot's big enough.
Yeah, but you can't do a U-turn or anything in the parking lot when you got a trailer on. But yeah, again, that goes back to the original layout, which I think is a bit of a problem. But like I said, they've made every effort to fix it with what they have.
Got her buff. This is a nice buff. I like it.
You got a national park buff?
I did.
Is it specific to Bruce Peninsula? Or?
It is. And it's got bears on it. Like, look at. I don't know if you can see that.
Jax.
See it?
Yeah, I see that. That's very cool.
It's a nice one.
A couple things we learned here
Yes.
at the office. So camp firewood is built into your park pass.
Yeah.
So you get free firewood when you come here. You don't have to bring firewood. You don't have to buy firewood. At the dump station, you can see the big pile of firewood. You just pick up firewood
Yeah.
and bring it to your site. So that is awesome.
Unlimited.
Certainly provincial parks don't do that.
No.
And then the other thing to keep in mind, you've booked your camping online. Those are your camping fees. When you come and register, on top of the camping fees, you have to pay a Parks Pass fee. Now, if you have a National Parks Pass, that's covered. If you don't, you have to pay a fee on top of that per night, so on top of your camping fee. So the camping fee, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's cheaper than a provincial park. But then if it's 2 or more people, you're paying $17.50 a night. So that's on top of your camping fees that you've already paid online. You got to pay that when you get here.
Okay, back you come. Okay, hold on.
And this is us, site number 146 in Beaches Campground. And this seems to be a pretty typical type of Beaches campsite. It's pull through. And for us, because of the placement of the trees, just like the last time we were here, we have to make a choice. Do we want the slide out to go all the way out, or do we want the awning to go all the way out? We chose the slide out because the slide out is designed to be fully out for people to be in it and for weight to be on it. So that's what we picked, and the awning doesn't go all the way out. It's a downhill slope, and it's a little bit of slope from side to side. So we had to put our Camco levelers out, and we had to put the front end very low, which brings the back end up where the steps are, and we had to put a little stool down there to get to our steps. It is a decent sized site though. There's 2 picnic tables, fire pit, and we use the fire pit a lot because the wood is included in your stay here. Well, hello.
Hello.
You made it.
Have you been here long?
About an hour. We just got set up.
Okay.
Oh, they're nice size sites.
Yeah. It's not going to work through all the solar, but
No, no good for solar.
Let's check out the park. This national park has 3 campgrounds at Cypress Lake with a total of 242 non-electric sites. Poplar's Campground has 63 sites. Birch's Campground has 98 sites. Tamarack Campground has 81 sites. And there's an area with 10 yurts. Then there is Storm Haven that has 9 hike-in sites, and High Dump that has 8 hike-in sites. The campground hub has the very modern comfort station, amphitheater, playground, soccer field, ping pong tables, and fire table. There is a dump station, a small store in the registration office, and a beach on Cypress Lake. The visitor center is in Tobermory. There are more than 10 hiking trails in the park. Some can be accessed from the Cypress Lake campground, and others you'd have to drive to. Mar Lake Trail is a 3-kilometer loop trail that is the quickest way from the campground to the scenic cliffs and shoreline. It is rated from moderate to difficult. Horse Lake Trail is a 1-kilometer linear trail ending at Georgian Bay. It is rated as moderate to difficult. Cypress Lake Trail is a 5-kilometer loop trail around Cypress Lake. It is rated as easy. Halfway Log Dump Trail is a 1-kilometer linear trail from the parking lot to a cobble beach on Georgian Bay. This trail is rated as moderate. Singing Sands is a 200-meter boardwalk height rated as easy. Wild Garden Trail is a 3-kilometer trail along Dorcas Bay and is rated as moderate. Little Dunks Lookout Trail is an 800-meter trail from the tower at the visitor center to Little Dunks Lookout. Burnt Point Loopside Trail is a 4.8-kilometer trail access from Dunks Bay Lookout and is rated as moderate. Visitor Center to Tobermory Harbor is a 215-meter linear trail and is rated as easy. The Bruce Trail runs through the park alongside the shoreline. There's one group campsite rated for 15 to 35 people. There are 3 RV flush toilets with running water and soap. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 bare boxes for storing your food, a large centralized fire pit. There's potable water and a picnic shelter. I'm just going to read this one part to let you know who can use it. Starting in 2024, our group camping facilities will be exclusively reserved for school, educational, and nonprofit groups due to the overwhelming demand from educational groups. So there you have it. There are 10 yurts, 20 feet in diameter. They sleep up to 5 people. They have a Murphy bed, a single over double bunk. They have a table and chairs. They have a shelving unit and a counter. There is no electricity or running water. They have a wood stove for heating. They have a dome on the top that opens up, and you can get natural light through that. Outside, there is a barbecue, Muskoka chairs, picnic tables, and there's a dining shelter. It's like a little village here, and there's access to the water. They are open year-round. So there's a great comfort station here with flush toilets, showers, potable water, and lock boxes. You need a key code to get into the washrooms and the showers. There's also bare boxes in the little yurt village as well.
So this is the hub. This is the central area of the park. It has the comfort station. It has the playground. It has ping pong tables. Mm-hmm. It has a central fire pit. It has an amphitheater.
Grassy field for the kids to run around.
Yeah. It has a water bottle dispenser, so you can fill up your water bottle there. There's another building. It looks like it's to have concession stands in it at some point. They haven't done that yet, but I think that's what they're looking at doing. If you are coming here and you want to do ping pong, you have to bring that stuff yourself. Don't think a lot of people carry that when camping, except for maybe you, Pete. I know you do. The bathrooms here are state of the art. Mm-hmm. Did you see that for washing your hands?
Yep, they got the water, soap, and dryer at each sink.
Yep, hands-free. Yeah. You don't have to turn anything on. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. There's showers in the men's.
Yeah, we go in the men's for the men's showers and the women for the women's showers.
There is 7 showers plus a accessible shower.
Yeah.
As you go into the bathroom area, mm-hmm. just outside of that, where it's men's to the right, women's to the left, there's 2 family washrooms,
yes.
which also has a shower in that too. Mm-hmm. There's also free Wi-Fi here.
And some outlets if you need to charge up something.
Yeah, a bunch of electrical outlets.
Here at the tables.
Yeah, if you got, like we have a solar generator. Don't get a lot of solar at the site. So, and to plug in, you get it so much faster. So we could bring our Blue Eddy solar generator here, plug it in, have lunch at one of these nice picnic tables. It's awesome.
Very nice.
So this is excellent. It was new, built in 2020, or finished in 2020, wasn't able to open in 2020 because of COVID, mm-hmm. wasn't able to open in 2021, but it is open now, and this is really nice.
It's Cheryl's Lou Review, Lou Review. Let's all talk about Lou's. Don't ask Ben, don't ask Jax, ask Cheryl. Cheryl's Lou Review.
So for vault toilets, there isn't actually any vaults. They are either flush like home toilets, or they are the RV step pedal flush toilets. They all have soap and running water, mirror, feminine receptacles. They all have the clear roofs to let in natural light, but at nighttime you'll have to bring some sort of headlamp or flashlight. They don't seem to smell at all, which I'm surprised. It's great. They're all quite clean, bright. I'm going to give these a flower.
On this trip, we have our friends Kelly and Jamie with us and their dog Cypher, and we are currently on our way to the grotto in Indian Head Cove.
And it is a perfectly beautiful day, perfectly blue sky.
Like you do, you just read my mind. Nobody gets me except for you, like we're intertwined. Seasons come and go.
So near Indian Head Cove, there is a comfort station, kind of. It has a composting toilet. So it's basically a vault toilet. And then on the top here, you take some wood shavings. It's got a little scoop right here. And you dump a scoop down over top of the business you just did. That's it. Helps it compost.
Universe will change, but I'll feel the same. Thought that you should know. Even if my eyes are closed, I see you.
Proper footwear is a must. These rocks right now are very wet and slippery, so no flip-flops. Proper hiking shoes.
I see you.
His whole head went under. Look at the color of this water here. It's like being in the Caribbean. But as Jax will attest to, it is not warm like the Caribbean.
Nobody sees me like you just make me smile. I wanna hold you all the time. 'Cause all I do is love you. I can't get enough of you. Swear that I will follow anyway.
I just thought you'd be coming a lot quicker.
That was quick. There I go. Like black ice.
I see you.
Okay.
I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
And this is the grotto. Right down there, there's a cave that goes in. It's flooded. And we're not doing it this year. They recommend that you not climb down here. And definitely I wouldn't do it right now because the rocks are really slippery. But if you go down in that cave, like I said, it's flooded. You can see a light shining from underwater. And that's where there's a tunnel that goes out to the bay. And many years ago, I swam through that. It was a very scary experience. I definitely wouldn't do it again. Don't jump, Cheryl, don't jump.
Don't worry, I won't unless I fall in accidentally.
And that's a very real possibility.
Yeah, I've been sliding a lot.
I've never been known for my cautious side. You should know that I'm well aware. I don't want anything left untried. Will you come with me, mon cher? So let us just do my love and not stop to think any of this over. So let us just do my love and see where this road will take us now. I've never been known for my cautious side. I know the wind that I stir is a gale. So let us just do my love and see where this road will take us now.
This is the head of trails. If you're camping at the campground and you want to do the hike to Indian Head Cove or the grotto, you can just go from the campground and do it. If you're not camping at the campground, you need to get a day permit. And the day permits here are a little different than anywhere else. They're in 4-hour increments. So when you go to book either 8 till 12, 9 till 1, 12 till 4, 1 till 5, 4 till 8, and 5 till 9. So you just have that 4-hour window to go and do that hike. There's ample parking here, lots of washrooms here at the head of trails. It's a very nice setup. They put this in maybe 10 years ago or so, and yeah, very nice. Poor beaver did all that work and spent all that time chewing that down, and the tree didn't even come down. Poor little guy.
The most common fish to catch here are bass and pickerel.
For cell service, Bell, Telus, Koodo, and Virgin Mobile. It's a pretty good service here. We had an LTE and LTE Plus, 2 to 3 bars. We're having no issues with watching YouTube, phone calls, text messaging, things like that. And that's throughout the campground. And even when we did the hike to Indian Head Cove, not bad service.
Yeah, it was really good. If you have a different provider, you can let us know what you think in the comments below.
And then that will help other people that are looking for cell service.
No motorboats are allowed on any of the inland lakes, including Cypress Lake. There are no rentals of any sort at Cypress Lake. You have to be self-sufficient and bring your own. I want to show you my latest Amazon find. The Natural. It's the most portable, compact toilet on the go. Easy breezy. Easy as that. On my last camping trip, I was short a share, so I brought this out. This was my camping stool. Holds up to 380 pounds. It's perfect. I'll show you the inside. They do give you a few bags. And I've already gone ahead and put some pine shavings in the bottom for absorbency. You just hook it around the rim, seat down, and away you go. And what's nice, it comes in this little bag. I've already found myself some pine shavings in a Ziploc and my little toilet paper kit with hand sanitizer that I stuck up the toilet roll. Twist that closed. Tuck that away. And then a quick twist. Ta-da! We'll be on our merry way. Natural can be purchased on Amazon for approximately $60 to $65. We'll put the link below. Happy travels. Cheers.
Cheers.
To our finale of the season.
Yes.
Apples and caramel dip. There's our after dinner snack. Okay.
Okay.
Warming that up.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, yours is
Is it-
starting.
yours-
It's
it's
going to
starting
drip.
to
Doing
melt.
Yep.
something?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So come on over.
We'll stop
Here, Cheryl.
when you're ready.
There you go.
There we go. It looks like a big marshmallow.
it might be actually easier to eat it like that, but here you
Yeah.
go, Cheryl.
All right.
Got a hat.
So what is it?
It's Baby
It's gonna
Bell.
It's dripping.
Gonna drip.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Miss me.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Baby Bell, and it's black garlic jam. You could use red pepper jelly, but this is black garlic
haven't
jam.
heard of that.
And then just these happen to be pumpkin cranberry crackers, but just
Very
some
festive.
crackers.
Yes. Tasty.
I like your napkins.
Pineapple. Pineapples. Whoever likes pineapples. It's a thing. Oh,
So it's good?
yeah.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like a cheese s'more. A cheese s'more, I guess.
Okay.
if the camera weren't running, would you still say it's good?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And I like that jam stuff.
Jam is nice, yeah.
We decided that the crackers are a little small. So we're cutting the baby bells in half. So there's my little sandwich right there. And I'm going to try it for the first time now. I think I'll do it in one bite.
Yeah. No crumbs.
Mmm. Kelly, you did it again. That's good.
Oh, good.
That's very good.
It is good. Being that this campground is in bear country, this park has started the bear campsite program, and you will receive this pamphlet when you check in. And what it states is that staff and campers try to keep all the campgrounds free of items that would attract the wildlife. Things such as you do not leave your coolers out. This is when you're not at your site. You do not leave your coolers out. You put them away in your vehicle or in your trailer. If they're in your vehicle, keep them covered up so the animals such as bears cannot see them because they will rip them apart. Stoves and barbecues be put away. All food should be put away or locked up in a bear bin. Toiletries, soaps, gray water can be poured down the vault toilet. Dog bowls. Garbage and recycling, and if you can't get to the dumpster, lock it away in your vehicle. They're all striving to keep these things out of your sight and clean. The staff will go around and check, and if they do see things that shouldn't be out, they will take them away. You will get a warning. If you continue to do this, they will take your permit away and you will not get your money back. Yes, again, this is bear country, trying to keep everybody safe and keep the animals out of the campsites. Do your diligence and keep your campsite clean.
You have to check out the Visitor Center if you come to Bruce Peninsula National Park. It's a visitor center for Bruce Peninsula and also for Fathom 5 National Marine Park. Your park pass gets you in for free. If you don't have a park pass, you can buy the pass, the day pass, at the parking lot here.
There's a lot of very informative information and a lot of stuff to see in there, even a little movie.
Yeah.
Very informative.
This is one of our top visitor centers, I think. It's a really nice visitor
there's a lot
center.
to see in here. And there's the trails and the lookout.
And we are going to go to the tower right now and check it out.
Created in 1987, Bruce Peninsula National Park and Fathom 5 National Marine Park are part of a Canada-wide system of national parks, marine conservation areas, and historic sites.
I got 112, give or take.
Ben, oh,
What?
Somebody's rocking the tower. I'm like,
I
stop.
wouldn't do so.
This is Dunks Bay Trail, and it is accessible. Oh, it's a nice little trail. A reward at the end for Jax to go swimming. Nice scenery, nice view.
Okay, let's go to Little Tub Harbor. It's October 20th, 2024. It is the last day for the Chi-Chi-Mon to go from here to Manitoulin Island. And it is loading up right now. We just heard the foghorn. That made me think of recording this. Don't think we're going to hear it again, but boy, it was loud. It startled us when we were sitting at our table. Here in Tobermory is the northern terminus of the Bruce Trail. It runs all the way from Tobermory down to Niagara-on-the-Lake. And this crazy guy right here, he walked the whole thing in 34 days.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Not that crazy.
Not that crazy.
In the summertime, Tobermory is hustle and bustle with tourists that are getting on the Chi-Chi-Mon, that are camping at the national parks here, and just checking out this area. We are here the weekend after Thanksgiving, and a lot of the places close to Thanksgiving. This is the last day of the Chi-Chi-Mon. And these places are basically staying open for the tourists, for the Chi-Chi-Mon, and for the national parks. And so they're closing up after today. Just 4 kilometers from the campground is Singing Sands. If you follow your GPS, it might tell you to come down the road and turn right. Well, that's old. The parking lot is on the left-hand side. So before you actually get to Singing Sands, you want to turn left into the parking lot. And it shows there's pay stations there. Those pay stations are if you do not have a park pass or do not have a camping permit. But if you have your camping permit on your dash, then there's no problem. You don't have to pay any extra to come here. And this is Singing Sands. And you can see the water line way out there. That all depends on the way the wind is blowing. Sometimes right down here, water comes all the way in here, sometimes way out there. I think in the last video, I referred to it as a tide. It's technically not a tide. It's just however the wind's blowing. But this water can really change by like 100 meters or so where the shoreline is.
We just saw a beaver. It was pretty cool. Up close and personal, but not too close. Got to give him a space.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie. Happy birthday to you.
Aren't you good?
Okay.
Aw, nice.
There we go.
we go.
Yay.
So
Thank you,
nice.
thank you.
There we go. Well, it's that time again for Cole's Notes, and we are at Bruce Peninsula National Park. And what a great ending to the season. It's been a fabulous weekend here.
Yep, we love this park, and we got incredible weather for the end of October.
Yes, thank you, Mother Nature. We've been coming here since the 80s.
Yep.
Yes.
Before it was Bruce Peninsula National Park, when it was Cypress Lake Provincial Park, switched over to a national park in 1987.
That's
and
right.
we were here before then. That's how old we are.
We were here in 2021 last,
Yep.
but we didn't get a full good review of some of the things because it was during COVID and things were closed. So we are back to update it. Yeah, the hike to the grotto is like the thing to see here.
That's a bucket
Right.
list item. If you're from Ontario, you have to do the hike to
Yes.
Indian's Head Cove and the grotto. It's just a great hike, and the beauty is incredible. And it's not that far. Like
No,
from
it
where
isn't.
we are right now, it's 2 kilometers.
Yeah,
like
it's
in the
not far.
campground.
I know people always ask, how
Yeah.
far is it? It's not far.
If you're parking at the head of trails, it's just a little over 1 kilometer. So it's a fairly easy hike. It's accessible most of the way there until you pretty much get right to Indian Head Cove.
Yeah.
And then it gets really rough.
Yeah.
Really rugged.
Yeah, after that,
Yeah.
it's all, yeah.
Yeah, and if you continue around like we did and go to Boulder Beach,
Oh, yeah, that's even tricky for me.
yeah, very tricky because all those boulders are loose. And so, yeah, you could easily twist an ankle or something. And then, walking along the Niagara Escarpment,
The overhang.
it's really rough.
Yeah.
And yeah, doing the Outlook Point, I think it's called, or whatever, underneath, when we walked under there, and you can see how the rocks are all formed
Very
from
cool.
years of waves going in there and stuff. I wiped out there
You did.
walking along, and
Well,
I'm
you saved the
usually
camera.
pretty sure-footed. That's right. It was kind of a slow motion wipeout because I was trying to save the camera the whole way.
You're like all over the place.
And it was so
slowly
slow
falling.
motion. I was still in mid-fall, and I heard Cheryl say, "He's saving the camera."
So it was a nice fall for the
yeah,
camera.
yeah.
Yes, and the campground itself, I like the sites. I like all the little paths to all the washrooms.
Yep,
It's
this-
easy to get to.
The sites are a good size.
Yeah, it's just not great for our size of trailer with a slide out and awning. It's either one or the other.
Yeah, it's the placement of the trees.
Yeah.
It makes it difficult for the awning and the slide out. But the rest of the size of the site is big. And if
Yeah,
you're in
they're
tents
nice.
here, there's a tent spot, there's a dining tent spot, and then there's the whole driveway portion, like where we have our trailer right now. So yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, so
and
I like
well
the-
treed.
Yeah,
If you're like, there is no electricity at any of the sites here.
none.
So if you're relying on solar, you're kind of out of luck there too.
Yeah.
It is heavily treed.
Yeah.
You're not going to get much sun on your solar panels.
No.
Even if you have portable ones and you move them around, not much sun. Cheryl's been moving these around all day, and you put them down in a spot, and 5 minutes later they're out of the sun again.
Yeah, so we don't
Yeah.
get a whole lot of solar light out of them, but a bit.
And the grotto was still kind of busy, or the grotto and Indian Head Cove was still kind of busy, but nothing like it
the
is in the summer.
Oh yeah, you're like bumper to bumper.
Yeah. So this is a great time to come.
I love it. There's only like a handful of vehicles.
And the park is open till October 31st.
Yes, and the yurts are open year round.
Yes.
Yes.
At some point, we'd love to camp in one of those yurts. It's definitely roughing it.
Oh yeah, there's no electricity in the
yeah.
yurts like at the
No water,
provincial
no
parks.
electricity. So you got to heat it up by
Wood
wood.
stove.
But the beauty is the wood's included, so no problem there.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it would be a great thing to do. And maybe we will do it at some point and show you the video for it.
And it was nice to bike around the park too. There's some good bike in the main roads
Yeah.
around the campground. So
If you have room to bring bikes,
Yeah.
I'd bring bikes.
bikes, kayaks, canoes, whatever.
Yeah. Like we said, there's no rentals
No.
for canoes and kayaks
No.
or bikes or anything like that.
But-
So yeah, you got to bring your own. But I definitely recommend actually bringing all that if you can.
And then we went to Singing Sands, Tobermory, hit a few things.
Yeah, and this is a big park, like Algonquin is and stuff.
You got to drive to a few places.
Yeah, you're driving around, and there's a lot of inland lakes. No motorized boats in any of them, but it isn't just Cypress Lake. We're at the Cypress Lake Campground. It's the only campground here, but there's the campsites at Halfway Log Dump and at Stormhaven that are walk-in campsites. We didn't visit them on this trip.
No.
We're only here for 3 nights.
Yeah, so it was a lot to pack in.
Yeah. So you have to come yourself, and you got to check this place out.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed at all.
Yeah, it's a great park.
And we were operating on our lithium batteries, and I think we're at about 60% right now. This is our last full day. We're leaving tomorrow morning, but I expect we'll probably be around 50% like we were when we were at Restoule. So no issues with electricity here. And we're basically running it like we do on electricity normally, you know, like we're not really conserving that much, with the exception of our morning coffee. We boil water instead of using a kettle.
Yeah, like how we
That's-
used to when
Yeah,
we tent camped.
but that's pretty much the only thing we're doing differently.
Yeah.
They really want you to know to plan ahead if you're coming here, especially in the summertime. Don't just show up at the gate and expect to get in, because you're not getting in.
No, you
No.
won't get in.
You need to get a park permit before you get here. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're going to do the day use at Indian Head Cove and the Grotto, and you're going to the parking lot there, 4-hour time spans, you need to book those in advance. So book them online or phone the 1-800 number. Don't just show up, because you're not getting in.
No.
And then what happens, there's a huge lineup that's formed.
You'll be stuck in this
And
line.
you're stuck in this lineup behind other people that didn't book, and it turns into a mess. So
we
for a rating,
want a rating. Oh, lights out. Time to go home.
maybe all my wind blew it out.
Could have been.
Yeah. Love this park,
Yeah.
even without electricity. I'm okay with that, because we're set up for that now.
Yeah, we're kind of used to this park, so.
Yep. I'm thinking a 9. Yeah. It's a 9.
Yeah.
So here it is. Cheryl, both of us, it's a 9. Okay. And that's the end of our season.
Has sadly come to an end,
Yes.
but on a good note.
Absolutely.
We can start planning for next year.
Right. And don't fret. We've got a lot of videos coming out for you in the off season. No worries about that. We might do another top 10, because the last time we did that was a couple of years ago, and we visited a lot more parks since then. I think we've done over 60 provincial parks. Basically, we've done every park from North Bay and Sudbury down.
Yeah.
We finally completed every park there. That's if you consider Algonquin as one park. We've done 3 of the campgrounds there. There's other campgrounds there that we haven't done. But if you consider Algonquin one park, and we're going to say that, then we've done every provincial park south of North Bay and Sudbury.
I think so.
And then a few north of that. Next year, we hope to go north of there and do some new to us parks.
I know a lot of you have been saying, you got to come and check this park out. So
Yeah.
we'll do our best.
We'd like to thank all of you out there, our dedicated viewers. This wouldn't happen without you. We started this 6 years ago or so, and we wouldn't have kept on doing it if it wasn't for you guys, your support, putting in comments, likes, subscribing, things like that.
Very active bunch.
Right. Because we would have probably just fizzled out without the motivation of you guys to keep on going. And we love doing it. And we love hearing the feedback from you guys. And over the years, we've added things to our park reviews. We've increased them. That's why they get a little long right now. But we're doing what you guys are asking us for. So we appreciate that. And thank you for being loyal to us and watching our videos.
So we'll keep doing what we do. You keep doing what you do.
That's right.
We're a team.
So on that note, thanks for watching. Join us for season 7 next year.
7 already?
Right. I know.
Holy.
And keep on watching. We're going to have videos out every 2 weeks, maybe some more frequently than that, because we throw in some extra videos every now and then. But yeah, happy camping.
Happy camping.